Father's Day to all our fathers. We are so glad to have you as fathers, potential fathers. You make the world a better place. So we thank God for your life. God will keep using fathers, okay? So we thank God. We thank God for you. Thank God. We thank God. Happy Father's Day once more to all diligent, hardworking fathers, potential fathers. We celebrate you. We celebrate you. Koba Prabik and Chineye, I see you. Welcome to the waiting room. How was the last season? How was last week? King gave us some fire and lightning. I hope it has affected our lives positively. For me, it lit up a fire within me, and the fire is still up until now, you know, to do some things, so to activate some part of my life that I've been resting. So I hope you gained much from last week's episode. I did, and we bless God for him. So this is a new series for the waiting room. Hello, BG. Hello. I can see you. You're all welcome to the waiting room. Hi, Facebook family, Instagram family. Good to have you here again. In series 1 of the waiting room, we talked about more motivation, you know, how to dominate your world, how to excel, how to shift your mindset on your mark, get set. So many positive things to set up our lives on perspective. That's what we did on the first series. But this is a relationship series, so we're taking relationship from different angles. And today we are going to be working with the men. You know, what do they suffer in relationships? Yes, women suffer, and women are always the loud ones that everybody hears. But a lot of men also suffer from heartbreaks, and I've seen men cry. You know, in relationships and all that. What are the things? So the title of today's is the Delilah dilemma. Who is the Delilah? What's the dilemma? We're going to find that out today. So hang on, let's go. So in life we need to share our joys, accomplishments, sad moments, happy moments with people. Who are these people? Who are these people? If these people are not the right people, most of the times we get frustrated. Some of us, while waiting in life's waiting room, we run into a Delilah dilemma kind of relationship, all in the bid to kill time. But I want to let you know that God is time, is infinite. So there's no need to hurry into any form of relationship that is not of God. Wise people learn from other people's mistakes. So in this life, in the Bible, you see people make a lot of mistakes in relationships. Why don't we learn from their mistakes? Why do we want to use ourselves? Why do we want to experiment pains and hurts? If we're able to learn from other people's mistakes, definitely we become wise. Somebody listening to me now is either suffering from such relationship or knows someone that is in a Delilah kind of relationship. So I'm going to take my text. So if you want to get it, because I have to go back to the Bible to study the Samson story. I have to watch movies concerning the story. And at some point I shed tears because it's a very, very painful story. We're going to look at the life of Samson in the Bible. So grab this story very well. Please go back after this live show and study Judges 13 to 16. You know, everything about Samson's life from the birth when he died is between the chapters of 13, Judges 13 to 16. But this whole thing started from somewhere. this deceit, disobedience started from somewhere. And it started in the Garden of Eden. Started in the Garden of Eden. And that's where man's fall started from. So I'm going to take my first read from Genesis 3, 1 to 6. Now, so Genesis 3, 1 to 3. I'm taking 1 to 3 because of time. Now the serpent was more cunning than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. It was cunning. That's one of the characteristics of a Delilah. And he said to the woman, has God indeed said you shall not eat of this tree, of every tree in the garden? And the woman said to the serpent, we may eat fruits of the tree of the garden, but of the fruits of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God said, you shall not eat it, nor shall you touch it, lest you die. Then the serpent said to the woman, you will not surely die. God knows that if in the day you eat of it, your eyes will be open and you'll be like God, knowing good and evil. The rest, you know the rest of the story. She ate the fruit and convinced her husband to eat it, and they ate it. That was the fall of man. And issues started for mankind. So for the Samson story, we're going to take just 2 chapters from Judges 14, 2 and 3. And he came up and told his father. So this Samson now, a strong man, and all that. He just saw a woman and was madly in love with her. And he said to his parents, so Judges 14, 2 and 3. And he said to his mother and father, I have seen a woman in Timnah of the daughters of the Philistines. Now therefore get her for me to wife. Then his father and his mother said unto him, is there never a woman amongst the daughter of thy brethren, or among all my people, that thou goest to take a wife from the uncircumcised Philistines? And Samson said unto his father, get her for me, for she pleaseth me well. Let me pause here and say that when most of the time when we see a guy or a girl and we fall in love, because it happens to a lot of people all the time, everyone around, that's what Samson's parents were telling him. They were not really telling him that he must not marry. They were telling him that this girl is of another, she doesn't worship God, she's not a Christian, they bow to other gods. Why can't you marry from the same, people of the same religion, people that understand you and understand Christ? Where you're going is not good. That was the advice they were trying to give to Samson. So I can see you, okay, Mukoro, you're welcome, Abara. Okay, it's joining for the first time, I guess. You're welcome to the waiting room. Mr. Jerry, you're welcome. Abara, you are welcome. Mama Z, I see you. God bless you. So everyone around us see this like a red flag. But like they say, love is blind. It's only the person in that dilemma that doesn't see the red flag. But everybody around sees it. Everybody. And most of the time, they warn us. Especially our parents, this person you are dating that you want to marry, no, is a no. But because we are madly in love, we now go ahead to say, no, this is the guy, tall, dark, and handsome, those settings. We must marry this guy. And then we go ahead. When you now enter into the relationship or the marriage, that's when you now discover that, whoa, this is a completely different person. That's what happened to Samson in the Bible. So, what is the dilemma? A dilemma is a situation that requires a choice between options that are not favorable. They are not favorable. It's an option. It's unsatisfactory, but you have to pick an option. So you hear people say between the devil and the Red Sea. The devil is not good. The Red Sea is not good. So you have to take a dive. So you choose one. That's a proper dilemma. Because each way, any way you want to go, somehow it is going to lead to death. The sea leads to death, the devil leads to death. So it's a very bad option so that's why it's called a dilemma. So who is a Delilah? A Delilah can be a man or a woman that is deceitful, manipulative, subtle, but deadly. You saw this, the serpent. That's the attribute of the serpent. And the Delilah is out on a mission from the beginning. From the beginning, just that is the person, is the victim that doesn't see that mission. And from the beginning, he has stated his mission to devour. To devour. That's the person's mission. But the person comes in a subtle way to lure you into the trap. Okay? Facts about Samson. Samson has a call of God in his life. I liken Samson to anybody, to everybody watching me now. We all have a call of God upon our lives. Are we facing that call squarely? People come to derail you from your calling. So watch out. Samson is a Nazarite. Okay, so I wrote in my note that when you have the call of God in your life, the devil is going to send his people after you. That is sure. From birth, you will start falling into one kind of temptation or the other. For my story, I when they gave birth to me, I was brought in dead, stillbirth. I did not cry. The devil already knows this life, so it came from birth. Came from birth. So devil will send people as his men after you once you are called. Samson is a strong man of God that defeated armies. He killed a lion with his bare hands. Strong before men, but weak before women. Samson was a warrior, yet he befriended the Philistines, God's enemies. Remember David and Goliath, the same Philistines. They never liked God, and God never liked them. So what do you watch out for in a Delilah dilemma relationship? There are some things you should watch out for. Anybody that is a Delilah is guided by greed. If you're caught up in that kind of relationship, you'll see that the person, the painful thing about this thing is that the person in the relationship doesn't notice these things from the beginning. So you can see, what's her name, Delilah, negotiating with the Philistines. 11 silver, bring this man, we'll give you this, we'll give you that. And she agreed, your husband. When I was watching the movie, I saw her crying when they captured Samson. I'm like, what kind of critical tears is this? You sold him out, so why are you crying? You should be jubilating, go and enjoy your money. So what exactly is greed? Greed is the excessive or insatiable desire for wealth or gains. Greed is the unquenchable desire in our hearts to get more things or to get more gains, whether it is legit or not. The people are not interested. So I have this childhood friend that we grew up together, and in our early 20s, the boy kept saying, After there are even two of them, the close friends. If I don't make it before 30, something will happen. I will make it by hook or crook. He was so desperate for wealth and popularity, fame, and all that. So he didn't mind. Anyhow, I have to make it. I have to make it, And well, like this, so he went to school, got admission into University of Port Harcourt, and the other friends, both of them. So, in a quest to make it big and all that, he started sourcing for power and all that. Then he joined the secret cults. Joined the secret cults. Of course, they started doing that was making money, was balling, partying, and all that. But of course, you have to do the things you have to do in the court. So they started killing people, robbing banks and all that stuff. And then they killed a particular, court, the opposite, what do you call them? Maybe their rival court. And then they started looking for him because they said he was the one that carried out. It's the two of them. They were all in that. So they started looking for them. One was killed. They caught one of them and killed that one. But this second one disappeared. They ran away. So he ran to a church in Lagos. And of course, I want to give my life to Christ, the people after me and all that. But the representative called people say, anywhere, if we trace you. So he was in the church and then he ran into this guy. So one of the representative guys found him in the church. And then once he saw that guy, look at what is happening, they've seen me. He now disappeared from the church. He disappeared from this earth. Since almost 15 years now, we've not heard from him, whether he's dead or alive, whether they caught him and went to bury him somewhere. Till now, nobody knows the story. But nobody has seen him. Right? What happened? Greed. He wanted to make money before 30. And he got into real trouble. Till today, nobody knows where he is. Greed. Greed in the Bible. Greed made Abel kill. Cain killed Abel. Elisha and Gehazi, his servant, it was greed. Judas Iscariot, that's betrayed Jesus, the same greed. And Ananias and Sapphira in the Bible, greed made them lose their lives. I'm not saying do not be ambitious, but I'm saying there should be a balance. The money you are looking for, why are you looking for the money? What's your motive behind what you are doing? That's very key to God. And Jesus said in Luke 12:15, be on your guard against all kinds of greed. If you are intimately connected to somebody who is guided by greed, then you're probably in a Delilah dilemma. What does God think about greed? In Ecclesiastes 5:10, he said, he who loves silver will never be satisfied with silver. You want more, and you want more. Reminds me of a story of a rich man and that is a fisherman, and then he went to the seashore one day. He saw this boat guy. He caught a little fish, and the man was sleeping. And so the rich guy got to him like, see, there's so much fish to catch, and this man is sleeping. He now woke him up. Why are you awake? Why are you sleeping? He said, I'm relaxing, I'm resting. You're resting? Why are you resting? There's work to be done. The man said, and so when I do the work, what happens? He said, you will make money and you become rich. You will make money and you become rich? Yes, okay. So after being rich, so the poor man was asking the rich man, so after getting rich, what will I do? So that you buy more boats, benzene, you make more money. So after making more money, what's the next thing? The man kept asking him. So after making more money, you buy houses and then you start relaxing, you go for vacation and all that. Then the poor man asked him, what do you think I was doing before you woke me up? I was actually relaxing. So if all these troubles that I'm going to go through is for me to relax. I'm already doing that now. Life from two different perspectives. It's a journey. It's a personal journey, remember. Don't let anybody define it for you. Can you guys hear me? Because I can't see any comments. You can hear me. Let me see your thumbs up. Johnny and I can see you. You're welcome to the waiting room. ABC is fine. That's Goma. I can see you. So, Samson and Delilah. Back to your story, to the story of Samson. So we'll be talking about grief. Another thing you should look out for a Delilah is a victim of unreciprocated love. Samson was a victim of unreciprocated love. When you don't have the capacity or ability to say no is a problem. It has affected me in my life. You should know where to draw the boundaries. You should know where to say no. Delilah kept coming. She kept coming, and I was wondering when I was watching the movie, but couldn't you say so? He said, Samson tricked her 3 times, and that 3 times she came with, the Philistines are here to catch you. And then he found out that, he broke the whatever that they used to tie his hand and all that. So at that point, wouldn't he have known that this woman is out to take him up? He should have known. Why did he keep telling her soft spots? Our people will say mumu button. The girl got the mumu button of Samson. So he lost his mind. If you are connected with someone with a fake feeling for you, then you are caught up in a Delilah dilemma. So she was professing love, but it was not true love. And that's exactly what Samson had to deal with. The woman was lying and deceiving him, yet Samson thought he was in love. Delilah even accused Samson of not loving her, but in clear terms, it was Samson that loved her. We see that in real life. Enough nagging and crying for Samson, you don't love me, you deceived me. Meanwhile, she was the real deceiver, the real serpent. And that you should look out for in a Delilah relationship. Be careful when sharing your weaknesses. I've discovered in life that when you are in a good relationship, it can be female, it can be male. And when the going is good, you start telling people, okay, so this is my weakness, so this is what I'm suffering from, oh, so this is my sickness and all that. They are waiting for you. Just annoy them. They will use that thing against you. That's life. So you should remember that when that relationship is sweet, know what you reveal to people. Okay, so Jerry said, wow, the fisherman's story was on point. We'll always have different perspectives to life situation. Thank you, Mr. Jerry, for sharing your thoughts. Yes, we definitely have different perspectives to life situation. So, as I was saying, your weakness, hold it to you. There are some things you don't release because you don't know the person's mind. Someone can be smiling with you today. Guess what? It's waiting for you. Waiting for your downfall. Every day we eat with people that can kill us. Friends, family. Do you know the person's mind towards you? It's only God that protects. Every day I say that, but Father, protect me, because really you don't know the next person's mind towards. Our hearts are not mirrors. If it was a mirror, we'll be able to reach and detect that person's feelings towards whether it's genuine or not. But since we are not God, we have to stay protected. You have to protect yourself. Protect yourself. So I wrote in my next point here, shine your eyes. Why did I say shine your eyes? They act nice at first when they are coming, the Delilah. Can be a man, it can be a woman. They act nice at first, take you out for dinner, buy you stuff, take you out on vacation, spend money on you. But guess what? That money is investment for them. It's an investment to them because guess what? At some point, they're going to demand. They are going to demand and they are going to get their money off you. That investment that they invested in you by buying you gifts, by taking you out to that expensive dinner, they are going to get it back, hook or crook. They strategize from the beginning, but it's just that it's that victim that doesn't see it. Every other person around the victim sees it. Can this girl see that this man is using him? Can this woman see that this man is using him? Everybody around knows except the victim. So shine your eyes is what I put here. So that you will not fall a victim. Relationship bondage breaker is the next thing I want to talk about. Mama Z said, I actually feel they orchestrate their way into your life from the beginning and play it out over time. Yes, that's what we said. I mentioned that they have it all planned from the beginning. But it's just the victim that doesn't know. You understand? So they will come with all forms of I love you, and all that, and then they start, they will now buy you in. By the time you are falling, yakata. See, I'm talking from experience, because all these things that have happened to me. By the time you now fall, yakata, then they will now start unleashing their mission. And by the time they started unleashing the mission, you already head deep into it. So sometimes you find it difficult. So yesterday we took a poll, people's response on, okay, why do people fall into manipulative relationships? As one of the a very popular response I got is because they've invested into the relationship, they don't want to get out. So where will I now go now? This man has collected all my money, has collected my life. He has collected 10 years of my life. So where do I start from? I rather die here. So you hear them say, I die here. That's what happens. That's why people cannot get out. So relationship bondage breaker, accountability and vulnerability. Are you in a relationship with someone who knows all your secrets, but they won't tell you theirs? Sense. They will hide their own. Some girls have 15 birthdays in a year. They will tell this man one birthday, they will tell the other one. Something happened to one of somebody very, very close to me. So the girl, told, maybe they just met, so of course she wanted birthday. I don't know whether this relationship will last more than this year. So she gave a first birthday. So we celebrated that year, birthday that year, and then the next birthday she had forgotten that she gave a first birthday, and the real birthday now came. And the guy did not do happy birthday, and she became angry. Can you forget that today's my birthday? Say your birthday. Last year we celebrated your birthday in June. This year is May. What happened? You know what happened? So they enter with an agenda, with a lot of lies. So in Proverbs 12:22, lying lips are an abomination to God, but those who deal faithfully are his delight. Watch out for lies. Small, little lies. By the time you put them together, and you know that this person is a liar, take to your heels and run away. Another reason why you should break that relationship, because it's a bondage, is when you are being played. People play people in relationship. Some people are master game guys and ladies. They come with, Delilah was playing Samson. How come Samson did not know? She played with his emotions. Told him, I love you, and all that. It was fake love. I care about you, all fake. I know of a family, true life story, where the man, they got married, and the man asked the woman to start submitting her salary daily, monthly. Of course, I thought we are doing things together. The woman started submitting salary, submitting salary, submitting salary, until one day the man disappeared with salary and all the savings and everything. Everything, he disappeared and went to marry another woman. That woman almost committed suicide. Red flags. Relationship breaker. Another one is love isn't love until it is expressed. If you give it, you ought to expect it back. So when it's one person giving the love, there's a problem. It's supposed to be reciprocal. You do for me, I do for you. Scratch my back, I scratch your back. Because some people want to protect their relationship, they will keep giving and giving and giving, and they're not getting it back. It's quite frustrating. But because they've invested years into that relationship, they don't want to go back. They suffer all to keep the relationship. Meanwhile, the man is not even interested. The woman is not even interested. Probably have another person that they are falling in love with somewhere else. Your letter said, this is so true. Yes. Relationship bondage breaker. Love means nothing without loyalty. So if you say you love me, I should see your loyalty. So people are married to people, but they are loyal to their parents, their mothers, their father, everything that happens in their house. Oh, they will pick their phones and call. Their friends knows everything that is happening in the house. Their colleagues knows everything that is happening. Their ex, even their ex. So when they quarrel with their husband or wife, they just call the ex. I have brothers that their exes are the ones chasing after them after marrying. Well, that ex went to marry another man. After entering into that relationship, giving birth, you are now coming back to say you are the one I love. Like, it doesn't make sense. So you want to leave the man and come and marry your ex. Watch out. Those things, the funny thing is that we all see these things, these red flags in the relationship. We see them. But love is blind. Never use intimacy as a tool for manipulation. That's their instrument. Intimacy, a tool for manipulation. I love you, I love you. So Delilah used affection and intimacy to get what she really wanted from Samson. Affection and intimacy are blessings given by God to be enjoyed within a relationship. We all have need to love and be loved. Someone that professes love, we die here today, tomorrow, we won't believe it. Is it the same person that was telling me that I love you? So what happened? He never loved you from the beginning. He was just playing you. So you don't have, whoever you should love Jesus. If the person loves Jesus, you are safe. 2 Corinthians 6:14 says, be ye not unequally yoked together with an unbeliever. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? Light and darkness. You don't have, so you get married to a man that is always in the club, that is always out with the boys, and that you're going to have issues. You're going to have issues because when you need him, he will not be there. Please, for those that are not married, watch out for these things. For those that are married, you need to go back to God in prayer and ask him what you should do. If you discover this kind of thing in your partner. Contract relationship. Some people see a relationship as a contract. A relationship should not be transactionary. Both if you discover that the woman or man sees you as a meal ticket. Some people see you as a meal ticket. They see that this person has potentials. This woman has potentials. This man has potentials. And they will hook you. They come into that relationship with a strategy from the beginning and profess all kinds of love. Hey, peace, I see you. And then what now happens after you not discover that before the victim will discover that she or he has been played, guess what? The guy has taken off. He has made his money off you. And he has taken off to go and marry another person. Girl or boy. A Delilah can be a girl or a boy. What you need to do if you are in such a dilemma. Because men suffer it a lot. That's why I'm starting from the men's angle. Not only women, we hear the women cry all over the place. Hey, they beat me. But do you know that women beat men? I've seen men cry because of what they are going through in their houses. I receive a lot of calls. Can you talk to my wife? I'm losing it. Yes, women are the weaker vessel, but guess what? Men are also going through hell. Samson was a strong man. A strong man. I mean, very strong. But guess what? A woman weakened him and broke because of that. He could not achieve this. You need to run back to God and ask for counsel. That's the number one thing. Ask for counsel. Father, what do I do? I'm in this kind of mess. Go back to God and ask him what to do. He will direct your path. Number two, break up and make up. You can't be in the middle. So today you break up, tomorrow you come back, next tomorrow you break up, another day you come back. Just ask yourself. You can't be in the middle. You need to end the relationship and move on with your life. Because guess what? If it's not working, it's not working. There's nothing you can do about it. That means you are not meant to be together. So you need to make up your mind. Number three, end that relationship. Why? It might hurt you. It will break you down. Because it may cost you your life. It will cost you humiliation and disgrace. That's what happened to Samson. Somebody highly revered that people look up to with enough strength and energy. Because of a woman, he lost everything. And for Samson, and the one thing I want to state here is God gives us grace, you know. Most of the time when we go through life, we see grace working for us, but grace has an expiry date. His own grace expired. It expired because he just kept, you know, it at some point God said, I can't save you no more. You entered into this ditch yourself. And that's how he ended his life. Number four, you will lose your vision if you don't run away. Samson's eyes were gouged out. They removed his eyes. So if you remove someone's eye, how will he fight? Physical strength doesn't mean anything if you don't have a vision. If you don't have a vision. So if you get into some kind of relationship, the first thing they do is to kill that vision. Especially this for the women now. When you enter into some relationship and you are the smart one, you know, and the man sees you as a threat, cannot contain his ego, what he tries your relationship. Relationship costs something. This one is most painful to me. It's very, very painful. You will not walk into the fullness of God's purpose in your life if you have a Delilah in your life. Samson was called to nations to deliver his oppressed people, but he never fulfilled his purpose. He never fulfilled it because of a weakness that he has, women. I ask people sometimes when I see this, a lot of people, I receive messages every day, people call me for one issue or the other. One of the questions I ask, okay, I'm saying network. Can you see me now? Can you hear me now? Someone is saying network issues. Let me see a thumbs up while we round up. I don't know if you can hear me. Someone just typed network. Are we good? Okay. Okay, so I want to round up nicely by this. So when beating, humiliation, and other things come together in a marriage, and you try to counsel, one of the things I ask is your marriage or purpose, life or death. Choose one. Of course, I'm not the one that will tell you to leave your relationship. A broken courtship is better than a broken marriage. A broken marriage, I dare to say, is better than a broken human being or loss of life. Is it not better for you to be alive and fulfill purpose than to stay in a marriage that will end that same life, or relationship that will end that same life? Sometimes we need to come to reality. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. Let's stop deceiving, because a lot of people deceive themselves. Purpose, eternity, or that marriage. Choose one. Choose one. The network is poor from your end, but I can see some people giving thumbs up. That means they're seeing me. Sorry, the network is poor. I can see some people giving me a thumbs up. So in conclusion, we've already arrived. In conclusion, once you make up your mind to go the God way and break out of a manipulative relationship, I promise you, there's something better on the other side. There's something better on the other side. The strength of God will uphold you and push you forward, because greater is He that is in you than he that is in the world. God will direct your path. He will give you strength. You see, a lot of people that hang on to some kind of deadly relationship, when they finally have the courage to break out, do you know that they look back and they will now say, how did I survive that? What was I still doing there? Some of them even get married to better people. Some of them go ahead and live life to the fullest. So don't be scared. Ask God. If He directs you, you need to break out of such a relationship. The Lord will push you forward. And you won't live in defeat anymore. The Lord will push you forward and you won't live in defeat anymore. Our Father and our Lord, we thank you because we know that you guide us towards purpose. Give us the right relationship in our lives. Help us to fulfill destiny. We ask from you, O Lord, to protect our lives. Shield us from any Delilah in our lives. Protect our families. Protect all that you have given us to do, God. As we go ahead this week, O God, we ask, O God, that you go before us and make every crooked way straight. Bless the works of our hands. In Jesus' mighty name. Identify every Delilah in our lives and give us the courage and strength to break such relationship. In Jesus' mighty name. We pray with thanksgiving. Thank you so much. much for joining the waiting room. So Akara wrote, a broken courtship is better than a broken marriage. A broken marriage is better than a broken life. Yes, yes, yes. Adetola Adeyinka says, be careful. It has moved on. Okay, so the one on Facebook is just scrolling very fast. So thank you for joining the waiting room. Let's see your feedback. Just drop your comments. Drop your comments. Just drop your comment at the end because we come to the end. Thank you for the great insight, man. Yes, thank you, Derek. Thank you, Derek. It's not me. All glory to God. Drop your comments. We hope to see them. If you have any questions, you can send the message DM. A lot of people send DM. You can send DM to us. You can if you have my number, you can send a WhatsApp message. Ask your questions. And if you have questions from last week's session, please ask. A lot of people send questions, so I directed the question to Mr. Ogoki and he answered. So please let us know what you learned. Drop your comment. We appreciate your comments and feedback. So follow me on YouTube. Most of this, all the videos are on my YouTube page, Joyce Ugbosu Success Channel. Follow, like, comment, click, and God bless you. Thank you so much for joining the waiting room series 2, episode 1. So we're talking about a relationship throughout this series. God bless you. I hope you learned a thing or two. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Till we meet next time, my name is Joyce Ugbosu. Joy to the world and see you at the top. God bless you. Have a wonderful week. Thank you.